Everybody, take this miracle shot if you can. I'm not going to lose.
Hey, you two, stop playing soccer in the house like that. If you want to play, go outside in the yard and play.
Okay.
My name is Haruko Miyanohara. I work from home. I used to be a housewife, but my hobby, blogging, ended up being published, and ever since, I've started working as an essayist and a writer. Right now, I post romance essays on certain magazines, while also working on a variety of articles. My family consists of my husband, Yoji, and my twin sons. I'm also currently 8 months pregnant.
Mom, I'll wash the dishes for you. Ooh, me too.
Thank you. I guess I'll take you two up on that offer then.
And I'll do the vacuum too. Hey, I'll do that, bro. Ray, you could just go fold the laundry or something. What? I want a vacuum. It's so much cooler.
Kay and Ray are only 6 years old, but they do their best to help out around the house. I seriously cannot count my lucky stars with how blessed I am with these lovely, kind kids.
Ugh, I'm so tired.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, Dad.
Ugh, don't be so freaking loud.
So sorry.
You don't need to be so angry. Kay just came through the door and welcomed you. That's it.
I have a policy that even if it's my kids, I'm gonna be strict and not take it easy on them.
Here we go again.
You better not just be hanging out in my home just because you're pregnant either. My coworker's wife was working all the way up until she was just about to give birth.
I feel like Yoji has been acting incredibly cold towards me recently. He was so kind to me when we had found out that I got pregnant, but...
Hey, are you listening to me?
I'm not hanging out or doing nothing at home. Also, I think it's silly to compare your coworker's household to our household.
What?
The baby is growing well, and I'm about to hit the last month of my pregnancy. If I don't take it easy, I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Yeah, here we go again with Haruko's incessant nagging.
I really am thankful for you with how much work you do to support this family, but you do realize that raising kids isn't something that only the mother does, right?
Shut the hell up. You're making some pocket change at home, right? Then you figure out what the hell to do about it.
Dad, there's a baby inside Mom's belly. You know that, right? Let's help her out, Dad.
Okay, Ray.
Yeah. And now we're gonna start talking about how I'm just such a horrible person and all this. Well, I'm sorry.
No matter how much Kay and Ray tried to convince them, none of it seemed to ring true to Yoji. I wonder why his personality completely changed like that. For a while, I was worried and trying to figure out why he had seemingly taken a 180-degree turn in the wrong direction. One day,
Hello, Haruka-san.
hello, ma'am.
Aw, come on. You can just call me Kane. We're in-laws, but we're still technically sisters, right?
I don't know if I feel comfortable enough saying that.
You are seriously so hardworking, aren't you? You don't need to be so timid around me, okay? Don't be so uptight.
Anyway, did you want something with me?
Yeah, I was just about to forget. I'd love to talk to you about something that I wanted help with. A favor.
A favor?
Would you be all right with taking my daughter for a little while?
Huh? Reno-chan?
I was invited by some friends to go out together, and I just couldn't really say no, you know? So I told them that I'd be willing to go.
This is all too sudden.
You know how I just divorced my husband last year? It's super tough being a single mother and all.
Uh-huh.
What I'm trying to say is sometimes I need to relax and unwind too. Please?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Huh? And just why the heck not?
I'm already taking care of 2 sons here, and I'm pregnant with a 3rd. I won't be able to take care of Reno on top of all of that.
Oh, it'll be fine. You'll be able to figure it out. It's just one more kid.
Don't be so insane. Do you realize that raising kids is a lot more difficult than you might think?
Lame. Are you seriously going to be lecturing a single mother? Who do you think you are?
That's not why I said that.
Must be so nice for you, huh? Having my younger brother take good care of you and yours.
He is really hardworking as a formal employee, sure. But I'm also working at the house as well.
I'm sure it's probably nothing that big, right? Compared to someone who's working at an actual company, I'm sure it's not much.
Thanks to my clients, I have been able to receive stable workflow. The pay is actually not too bad either. I make about as much as your average office worker, I think.
My God. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
I don't know or care if you're seriously pissed off, but my answer won't change.
So you want Reno to just stay all alone at her house?
If you want to go on this vacation and you can't change your mind, then you should take her with you.
That doesn't solve anything. The whole point that we're all going now is because we're all mothers and we just want to relax. You should know that my parents have both died.
I've just been really busy with work up until recently. I was actually really hoping to take some time off before my last month of pregnancy, so...
Do not start humble bragging about how much money you're making.
What?
Besides, it's literally not even fair that you're just writing up some blog and earning money like that. If I can't go on this trip with my friends, I'm going to sue your ass.
I'm so tired. I still don't know what she was actually trying to say towards the end there anyway. The kids never really got along well with Reno-chan either. I know for a fact they're going to get in fights. I don't want to deal with her anymore, so I'm going to block her until I'm done giving birth. Kane is Yoji's older sister, but this isn't the only time she's asked for something over the top. She's come time and time again to make us take care of Reno-chan, and I think that's been over 10 times that she's gotten into an argument with Kei and Rei. It's almost always Reno-chan's fault, and she's never apologized either. Just writing a blog and earning money? You realize how much work I had to put in to become an essayist? 1 week later,
I'm home.
welcome huh? Why is Reno-chan here?
Why do you think she's here? I took her from our older sister.
Huh?
I heard that you blocked Sis' phone number, huh? You realize how much she chewed me out because of you?
What did you want me to do about it? She was talking about how she wanted to go on vacation with her friends or something, and...
So what's going to happen is you're going to take care of my niece while she's out having a refreshing time for friends.
Not possible.
What did you say?
You should know how many times Reno-chan has screwed up this house.
Yeah, I know.
She wrote with crayon all over the wall, and it took so long to get it all off. During dinner, she literally dropped food on the ground on purpose right in front of me.
Stop nagging about something that a kid has done. You should be a grown-up.
You know, Kei and Rei are the same age as Reno-chan, but they never do anything that horrible and disgusting.
Hey, don't say that right in front of her.
Hi, I'm sorry.
You made her cry. Now what?
She's clearly faking that. Is this girl seriously 6 years old?
She said she's going to be back in a few days. You can just hang tight until she's back.
I already told the both of you that I can't do that. You realize I'm 8 months pregnant, right?
If something happens, then just call a freaking ambulance or something. You keep getting so upset like this, it's going to cause you more stress.
This prick is acting like I'm just some stranger. I'm your wife, damn it.
Reno, you can relax here and enjoy. Think of this as your own home, okay? Go have fun with Kei and Rei.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Yoji.
Well, she stopped crying fast. I knew she was just putting on an act.
Auntie, I want snacks. And for dinner, I want to have curry rice.
You little shit. This freaking rotten good-for-nothing brat. I'm not going to take care of her.
You realize that everyone has to help raise the kids, right? You should think about how my older sister and my niece feel, huh?
And he's got zero intention of ever actually taking care of her either, huh? I know that after she got a divorce, Kane has been working from early in the morning till late at night. But Yoji hasn't been thinking about and considering how I feel at all. How easy are you going to be on your niece and sister? You realize you have your own family and household, right? Mom, do you have a second?
Ah, Haruko, how is the child in your belly? You didn't reach out to me at all, so I was going to call you soon, actually.
Sorry, I've just been so busy.
You've always been the kind of girl to try to do everything on your own. You should really start relying on your parents from time to time, you know?
But you're so far. You've got to ride a bullet train to get here.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You must be worried about something, right? I need to listen to you as your mother.
Well, Yoji's older sister. Several minutes later.
Oh my god, he didn't even bother listening to your opinion? He just brought her over?
Yeah, I clearly told her that I was not comfortable with bringing her over.
Yoji-san is a little off too, don't you think? You're his wife and you're pregnant, but he's just taking his older sister's side the whole time.
He said something along the lines of if something were to even happen, we can just call the ambulance and it'll be fine. I wonder if he thinks that being pregnant means that it's just like a cold or something.
That's so mean. What the hell does he think you are?
I know that you're really busy too, but it would be so much help for me if you came over here and helped me out too.
Of course, I'd love to. I'll be on the first bullet train over to your house tomorrow, okay?
Are you sure though?
After your father passed away, I've just been all alone and lonely, you know? If I can spend some time with my grandkids, then I'd be incredibly happy.
Thank you, Mom. Seriously, thank you so much. I told Yoji that my mom would be coming over tomorrow, and he said, it'll be easier for you then, good for you, happily. He's still not going to help out because he's so busy with work. He will never be directly involved with the kids. I was kind of upset after hearing that. My mom was the kind of person that would scold a child regardless of whose kid it was. I'm the same way, but Reno doesn't take me seriously at all. I hope nothing happens when she comes over. I didn't realize that worry would come true and worse just a little while later. The next day.
Grandma!
Kei-chan, it's been a minute, dear.
Yay! I can play with Grandma!
Have you two been good? Listening to your mom?
Of course! We're helping out around the house all the time! I cleaned the bathtub with Ray yesterday!
Wow, you two are such great kids.
Why doesn't anyone ever compliment Reno?
Is that Yoji-san's niece?
Yeah, it was such a nightmare. They were all just fighting over dinner.
I see. I guess she's been spoiled quite a bit, huh?
She only says horrible, selfish things, and she's just a devil child. Yoji won't even scold her.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to teach her manners from the ground up.
She's still in kindergarten, so don't be too tough on her, okay?
Don't worry. I'm not going to be just yelling at her all the time or something.
A few hours later.
Hey, Reno-chan! You need to give Kei-chan's toy back to him right now.
No, this is Reno's toy.
Even if you're going to play with it, you have to talk to Kei-chan and ask him if you can play with it first.
Well, this house doesn't have any of Reno's toys in it. Auntie never buys me any toys either. I'm bored.
Excuse me? If you keep that kind of attitude up.
Shut up. You're not even my grandma. Reno, give me my freaking toy back. Nope. Don't cry, bro. I'll get it back for you later, okay?
Haruko, that girl is seriously twisted. I can't believe that she's 6 years old.
I think that her mother probably just let her do whatever she wanted this whole time.
I'm so exhausted, and it's only been a few hours.
I'm really sorry, Mom. Reno would go crazy in the house and fight and argue with my kids. She did whatever she wanted to. She wouldn't listen to my mother's warnings either, and Yoji, as usual, never said a word to her. Because of all of that, I was just exhausted and ended up sleeping in for a while. 3 days later, I feel much better. I'm gonna go drink some water. I walked down the stairs, and once I got to the first floor, Reno-chan got off her bus from the kindergarten and came back inside.
I'm home, Auntie.
Huh?
Snacks, juice, and I need you to play.
Ugh! Reno took her shoes off at the entrance and came charging into me. I couldn't help but fall on my butt. Ugh! My stomach, it hurts.
Hey, come on, Auntie. I want snacks. Where's the juice? Reno is so hungry.
What do I do? It's starting to hurt more and more. I can't move.
Haruko? What's going on?
Reno-chan ran into me, and my stomach is... Ugh.
It's going to be okay. I'm going to go get an ambulance right now. Kei-chan, Ray-chan, you help out your mom now, okay?
Okay.
All right, I called an ambulance. They're on the way. Now we just need to reach out to Yoji-san. Yoji-san, you need to leave work and come to the hospital right away.
Huh? Did something happen?
Reno-chan ran into Haruko, and Haruko fell on her butt. Her stomach is in serious pain, and something might have happened to the baby.
Oh, come on. She's just being dramatic. She'll be fine if she lies down.
Reno-chan came charging straight into her stomach. You need to get over here before something terrible happens. Now!
Okay. Freaking so much work.
There wasn't too much to worry going on. Your baby is fine.
Thank God.
It's thanks to your mother's swift reaction. It's right before your final month of your pregnancy, so it's good that you immediately called an ambulance.
Thank you, doctor.
However, I might recommend that you don't live with her until you give birth to the baby.
You're talking about Reno-chan, right?
I'm not going to sit here and talk about something that I don't know much about, but for your baby.
I'm not okay with that. My niece has done nothing wrong.
Huh?
You guys are all being way too strict about something that a child did. Haruko should just be in bed and stay quiet and just sleep all day or something.
Yoji, are you being serious about that?
Besides, if Haruko just stopped messing around, then none of this would have happened in the first place. You really don't need to call me out of work either. Just leave me alone.
Yoji-san, you need to. Haruko, you've got some relatives that live in one town over, so why don't you just hang out there for a while? I think that they'll probably help you out.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hey, just you wait a minute.
You're going to be having the baby right around the time Kay and Ray start their summer vacation, so you don't need to go back home after you give birth. I'm going to take the kids and go back to my parents' house after I give birth to my child.
Hang on. You're not allowed to do something like that.
It's already been decided.
You're just going to abandon Reno?
Not my problem. You were the one that was asked by your sister to look after her, so how about you take care of her?
Yeah, whatever then. Fine. Do whatever you want. I'll be totally fine without you.
Yoji's completely stupid and insane statement just left me, my mother, and even the doctor dumbfounded. Not only was he not worried about me or the baby, but he just kept talking about how Reno-chan wasn't wrong. I'm over it. I can't just go on with this prick anymore. I jumped into my last month of pregnancy before giving birth to a healthy baby girl called Yui. I thanked my relatives for giving me a warm welcome and letting me stay before I took Kay, Ray, and the newborn to my mother's house. I was taking care of the newborn and time flew by.
Haruko! Please, come back to the house. I'm begging you.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yoji Miyanohara, may I ask what makes you sound like a beat-up baby deer?
I'm at my limit.
Come again?
Reno has just been going wild, running rampant. Everything is all messed up now.
Uh-huh.
She breaks all the freaking plates, she keeps the water just running the whole time, and she broke my most favorite game console.
I don't really care. What the hell do you want from me?
I'm really busy at work right now, so I can't handle her. You're a stay-at-home wife, so you should be able to figure it out, right?
I'm not a stay-at-home wife. I'm a remote worker.
They're basically one and the same thing.
Yoji, how much do you look down on me like that?
It has been 2 months and sis still hasn't come back home. I can't do this anymore.
What do you mean your sister isn't back home? What are you talking about?
I've tried to text her and call her time and time again, but she actually ended up blocking my phone.
And?
I heard something insane from her before she blocked my number.
The story that Yoji heard from Kane was something that I still find hard to believe.
Sis apparently divorced her ex-husband because she was having an affair.
Huh?
I was told that they got a divorce because they just didn't match up personality-wise, so I couldn't believe it at first.
This might be rude to say, but I think that someone like her might actually do that.
She ended up using up all her money that she had saved up to pay her ex-husband for his damages, and Reno's child support money was being used on buying brand name goods and going out to have fun.
So, she's doing stuff that is significantly worse than I could have imagined.
And on top of that, she was jealous of you, Haruko.
Jealous?
You had your 3rd kid on the way and had a lovely family going, and she didn't like that. That's why she started talking to me about things that she might be suspicious about.
And what kind of stuff was that?
She said that you were cheating on me and that the baby in your stomach was from the other guy.
What?
She told me that at first. She was just going to mess with me and that's it. And I ended up falling for it like it was real.
Both of you are the worst. You really believe that I would be out there fooling around with some random guy?
I'm sorry. It's not how it felt though.
You were so happy when you found out that I was pregnant too.
Yeah.
You prioritized your older sister's feelings over me or our kids. You really are completely screwed up as a human being.
But...
Not but.
Ugh.
And? What else did she tell you?
She said that she wasn't coming back here because she was overseas with her lover. She said she plans to start living with him.
I was shocked and at a loss for words with how horrible everything was. I was already in a very delicate state. But Yoji was just bending over backwards for his older sister. Of course, that's not to say that Kane's behavior is acceptable either. I'm really not surprised that Reno-chan would turn out to be the horrible child that she is. The fact that you're taking her side so much, you're not going to tell me you've got some kind of sister complex, right?
Yeah, I've got a sister complex. What's it to ya?
Huh?
What's wrong with loving my older sister, huh? My older sister is a very important member of my family. The only reason that she asked me to take on her daughter is because she needed the help.
I didn't expect you to freak out on me before denying the fact.
The reason that I didn't tell you initially is because I knew that you'd be upset if I told you. If you abandoned me, you would really put a dent in my ego as a man, right?
The fact that you're hiding it makes it that much worse, though.
So yeah, enough small talk. You need to get back to our house right now.
I'm going to politely decline that request. I plan on divorcing you.
Huh?
Even if all of this was for your lovely older sister, you have your own family at your own house. If you think that everything is going to work out in your favor forever, then you are sorely mistaken.
Divorce? I think that's just overreacting, don't you think?
I'm going to cut ties with you and make sure to raise the kids to be really good and proud.
So not only are you going to divorce me, you're going to take custody of the kids?
You say that as if you have any right to keep the kids, but have you raised them at all? I can't say that the kids are attached to you at all either.
That's...
Don't worry about it. Kay, Ray, and Yui will all become lovely kids that care and love their family. You didn't even come to the hospital while I was giving birth to our child.
That's because you were off cheating on me and getting knocked up.
I'm over this. You can talk to my lawyer if you want to talk to me after this.
Hang on, wait! I can't take care of Reno all on my own.
Yeah, how about you try scolding her for once, huh? All right, well, G-O-O-D, bye!
Haruko! Haruko!
Later. Afterwards, Yoji and I got a divorce. Apparently, the relative that had let me crash at their house in my last month of pregnancy was actually a lawyer, so I ended up having her help me out again.
Damn it! Why the hell am I the one being held responsible for this divorce? How the hell do they expect me to pay for damages and child support? I can't do all that.
Yoji was throwing a hissy fit till the very end, but he ended up signing the divorce papers finally. He also agreed to the damages and child support payments, so everything was solved on my end. Both his parents have passed away, so he's got no relatives to count on. He's gotta be struggling pretty bad.
Give back Reno. That girl is my daughter. I'm not going to let my ex-husband have her.
As for Reno-chan, she was sent off to a facility, but not really. She was taken in by her ex-husband. He couldn't get in touch with his ex-wife, and he finally figured out where Yoji was, so he took CPS and barged in. The house was in horrible disarray, so she was immediately placed into protective custody. He was apparently worried about her daughter the whole time, and both Yoji and I got a call from him asking about how she's doing, so I told him everything that happened. He made sure that she understood that her actions have consequences, and she was chewed out. Thanks to that, apparently Reno-chan has calmed down and is finally becoming a decent child. That's what he told me when he brought some money over as an apology for his daughter charging into my stomach. I mean, Reno-chan is also the victim of a horrible adult. I hope that she will get better. I won't hold a grudge against her if she gets better. I heard that she has also moved to a different kindergarten, so I hope that her and her father find happiness. By the way, about Yoji and his older sister, apparently Yoji couldn't pay the damages and child support up front, so he ended up taking out a loan to pay for it. He couldn't pay off the loans in time, so people started showing up at his office to demand the money back. As a result, he was fired. Kane's lover found out that she had abandoned her daughter and was dumped. Not only that, but he demanded all the money that he spent on her be returned. It's apparently a really bad situation over there. I mean, it serves her right. Several years later,
Mom, I ran the 50-meter dash and I broke the school record.
wow, you're the future Usain Bolt, huh?
Once I'm in middle school, I'm going to join track and field and practice more. Look at my test too, Mom. I got 100s in math and science.
Wow, you're a STEM genius, aren't you?
I'm going to be a researcher in the future and develop new scientific methods.
I'm going to be cheering for you, honey. You can do it. Yui-chan is smiling more now that she's going to kindergarten, huh? I'm just older now, but I hope I can live a lot longer to see them grow up. Mom, thank you so much for helping me out this whole time. It's totally fine. Let's keep working together as a family, I am so glad that I didn't try to handle everything on my own. I'm going to work hard from now on to make sure that I can repay my mom for all of her hard work. It's not exactly an easy task raising 3 kids, but I'm going to give it my all.